Mr. Knight, welcome. You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to thank the committee for allowing this to happen today. You know, on October 23rd, a national incident happened in my district. It happened to a community where my esteemed colleague lives. It is in the Aliso Canyon gas facility in Porter Ranch, which is in the northern tip of Los Angeles City. We had a leak there that is of proportion that we haven't seen very often in our lifetimes. An amount of gas leaked out of this facility that would fill the Empire State Building every day. This went on for about 4 months until just recently we have been able to cap the well and kill the well. This is a facility that has 115 wells, that has the biggest gas facility west of the Mississippi. One of these wells sprung a leak on October 23rd, and like I said, for 4 months that leak had continued to go. During this time, our priorities were to make sure that the people were taken care of, make sure that as quickly and as safely as possible this leak was going to be capped, and in the future make sure that this wasn't going to happen again. So if there was going to be legislation, we were going to have to work with the state legislators as much as we worked with the federal congressional delegation. We worked with families to make sure that they were relocated. 2 complete schools were relocated. Those kids will stay relocated through the end of the semester. So they will be at 2 different schools until the end of the semester, and then they'll come back to their schools. Over 3,000 people have been relocated during this time frame. And again, this has taken 4 months to fix. We are nowhere near the end of this tragedy. Getting people back in their homes, getting the faith that they are safe, making sure that the other wells have been checked, make sure that there are no other leaks, has been a priority by not just my office, but by Congressman Sherman's office and the local elected folks. The next set of challenges is just this. What do we do at the state level? What do we do at the federal level? I have authored legislation. I know that Congressman Sherman has authored legislation. We're looking at setting standards at the federal level and then making sure that the other 35 or so states that have these types of underground facilities, this underground piping, have some sort of a baseline. Now, states can take it over. In the state of California, we have DOGGR, and we have the CPUC, we have the governor's office. They can take these limits and raise them, but there should be some sort of standards. This facility is probably the largest facility in the country. 21 million people have something to do with Aliso Canyon for their gas or for their electricity in the summer. When the leak happened, we found that there were several problems with the mercaptans that went in the air, the benzenes that went in the air. We had kids, we had elderly, we had folks that had nosebleeds, headaches, could not go to work, all of these types of medical problems that happened from the leak. Now, over this next couple months, I vow to work to make sure that we do have these standards in place, make sure that federal legislation sets that bar, that baseline, and to make sure that the state legislators are doing their part. There's already 2 packages moving forward by the senator in the area and by the assemblyman in the area to make sure that they have their standards at the state level. Look, this is a terrible tragedy. It impacted tens of thousands of people in a 5-mile radius. Some people say it's larger than that. I do believe it's larger than the 5-mile radius. This is something that we never want to see again. And this will take months, if not years, to build back the faith that this is a safe facility and to make sure that the people have the faith that we are doing the right thing. Now, next door, there is another facility that is also in my district, and that's Honor Rancho. And that is another facility that's about a quarter as big as Aliso Canyon. So with those 2 facilities, you have the largest underground gas area in the country, and they are within 15 miles. So this is something that impacts not just me, not just Congressman Sherman, but all of the people in the area, the 11 million people that live in LA County, and this is something that we take extremely seriously and I appreciate you having us here for this conference.